Yes. You guys made it back for another edition of the 11:30 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling. Thank you guys. I'm your host, Dre, aka Dre on the Wheels, and I welcome you back, man. Here, man. We just talk pro wrestling, man. Straight up pro wrestling talk, man. How everybody doing out there? Um, Hope everybody is enjoying themselves. Memorial Day weekend is this weekend, so I hope everybody out there, man, is being safe. Safety first. I know everybody want to get out to them beaches and have fun, and I'm just gonna say, man, be smart, be intelligent, use your brain, use common sense, man. And just stay safe, man, and just enjoy you guys, man. It's Memorial Day weekend, and hey, man, be safe. And with that being said, man, how everybody, week was. It's been a crazy week. As I reported on the last podcast, with the passing of Shad Gaspar, former WWE superstar, who was part of a tag team known as Crime Time with JTG. Like you guys heard, if you haven't heard, if you're just tuning in, man, Crime Time was one of my favorite tag teams, man. And, for, um, a black tag team such as they caliber, no one came close, in my opinion, to them, far as me, being such a huge fan to them and being attached to them, the way they were presented in a way, in certain ways, with the primetime players was Titus O'Neil and Darren Young. I feel as though those guys had chemistry. They were not in the TV 14 era, but they had opportunities, man, and man, the primetime players were the only tag team, reminded me um, as Crime Time, without the old shenanigans, without all the stuff that Crime Time did. But yeah, man, just very sad, man. For Shad Gaspar, I send my condolence out to his family, all his loved ones, and Shad will always go down as a hero, man, and just he saved his son, and it's just as he, just that was so heroic, save my son, man, and boom, roll off, man. Like the guy, they didn't come out there, they couldn't, I guess, coming out there, they couldn't save both of them. So my man was like, hey, my son matters, my son matters, and come back, he was gone. He was hit in a tide current, in a rip current. Tide, in the water, man, and yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's really crazy. What I did not like about WWE, how they went basically an hour and a half for SmackDown and didn't show, the whole in the memory of Shad. I mean, like, well, man, my man couldn't get the respect that's like other guys could be, did get, I understand he wasn't a former Intercontinental Champion or WWE Champion. Maybe they had good, big plans for him when, they split up. But, man, they didn't really have to do him like that. But, yeah, I'm not going to sit here and bitch about little shit. But, hey, excuse my language. But it's just about the littlest things, man. They went the whole show and didn't really say, just that. It was just, it was odd to me, though. But, yeah, once again, man, send a condolence out to them, man, and just, from what I'm hearing also in the story, that his body, came up, from the ocean onto the beach, a couple of days out there, they were looking for him, man, sad story. But, yeah, we're going to get on to, another thing. Yo, do you guys remember July 5th edition, 2004, a Monday Night Raw? No? Oh, I got you. I got you here, man. Without the fans and everything, and it's, Some people are really wanting that itch for that live crowd, man, that pyrotechnics, man, that open, that everything, that live action that WWE brings you, from Monday Night Raw, from a pay-per-view, or what they did bring, to us each and every week before all the crazy crap that's going on in the world. Some fans have that itch to still, want to get scratched, and I personally do all the time. That's why I have this podcast, because I love wrestling, some people, will watch Dynamite. Some people will watch NXT. I watch both. I watch NXT, then I come on and watch Dynamite, or I watch Dynamite and watch NXT. I'm just a big wrestling fan. Some people hate the 3 hours of Raw. I love it. But on to what I was saying, man. Just a big wrestling fan, and yeah. So on the network, why are you fulfilling that itch? I been watching previous, old episodes of Raw and SmackDown, and I started more so when I started watching wrestling, and that was in 99ish, around that time, maybe late 98, but definitely 99ish. And I started watching that from Raw, definitely SmackDown, and just seeing everything from my childhood, man. And just, I only seen that once. We didn't have a DVR, none of that back then. As time went on, maybe, we got that VCR and was able to record episodes of wrestling. But, man, once you saw that episode, that was it. It was no ever seeing that back unless you had that VCR. So it was crazy, man. But going back watching it, and now I'm up to 2004, July 5th of Monday Night Raw, where Eric Bischoff wants, I guess, he has to play babysitter to his nephew, as you may know, Eugene. And Eugene was supposed to be a little short thing, and Eugene took off like a rocket. Eugene took off, man. Was Eugene entertaining as ever, man? And that episode in particular, where Eugene took over Monday Night Raw, that July 5th episode, if you remember, you can go back on the network and watch. It was Jericho's hometown in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. It was so awesome. The crowd was just on their feet that night. But of all things, you thought you seen it all, but we start Monday Night off Raw with some superstars in the ring. And it's like, okay. And not only that, we got Stacy in the ring. So I'm like, okay, what's going on here? And we're about to have we about to really have this game going on right now on Monday Night Raw. We really about to do this. And man, it was phenomenal, man. With the crowd going awesome, and having who was it? Ric Flair pushing Stacy down, and man, everything about that moment was just so fun. And it was like that Raw. I mean, besides that Raw, it wasn't the only one, but that Raw was like, wow, this one hit home, man. I really remember this. And it's not only that, the time that Kane, he's going wild, he's getting Lita pregnant at the time, and Benoit's world heavyweight champion, and Evolution is running wild. And I just wanted to know if you guys remember that, man. So if you're not, man, check it out, man. Monday Night Raw on the WWE Network. That was just a fine moment. Damn, what was the game called? Round the Chairs or whatever. I can't even think of the game name. But somebody said the game name is Triple H. But yeah, man. How do you guys enjoy SmackDown, man? SmackDown on Fox. SmackDown, been okay. Without the whole audience and everything, WWE just AEW just been hitting it out the park. All left, all the way. They just been hitting it out the park. MLW seems to be still running a Super Series shows from Tijuana, Mexico. So they still putting on some quality shows. I haven't watched Ring of Honor, man, in so long. I don't know about you guys. What about you guys? What's going on in Ring of Honor? Also, what's going on in TNA, man? How's they going? Is they still alive? But yeah, SmackDown was it was okay, man. And my match of the night, man, Charlotte versus Bailey, man. Charlotte just keep doing her thing, man. Charlotte just having good match after good match after good match after good match. Her and Bailey tore the house down tonight on SmackDown, champion versus champion. I'm not really a big fan of this whole, what they say, four superstars get the crossover to a brand 4 times a year or whatever bull crap. So, like we had the draft, and what was the draft for? What was the draft literally for? If we was gonna go ahead and go back and do this. You guys already were doing it. What were they calling it? Like, oh my god, I can't even think of it right now. But it was just so freaking crazy. It was just so crazy. So, that was a really, really dope match, man. Also another good match, that was on the show was AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, man. AJ Styles, the phenomenal one, he advances in the IC tournament. He would take on Elias. He's going to take on Elias. Whoever wins that would take on the winner of Daniel Bryan and Jeff Hardy. Yes, Jeff Hardy won in the main event in 2020. In 2020, he defeated Sheamus. Seems a little short little rivalry they've been kind of sparking up, but yeah, Jeff Hardy won that. So that was the only kind of thing that was really interesting about SmackDown here. We on the rise of on the verge of coming to Backlash. The what was it supposed to be called? The greatest wrestling match ever. I'm tired of WWE and their taglines. I really am tired of them and their taglines. Too big for one night, and the risk is worth the reward, and now the great wrestling match ever. Come on, man. Edge and Randy Orton. Just let them do their thing, man. That's going to be dope. Also found out that Braun Strowman would defend his Universal Championship in a 2-on-1 handicap match against a tag team of The Miz and John Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Miz and Morrison. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Like, really? Oh, man. But yeah, he's going to defend his Universal Championship against those guys. Like, come on, dog. Whatever. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say about WWE right now, man. But I just want to give my opinions and thoughts. WWE, if you out there, you're listening. You out there, if you're listening somewhere in this world we live in, please let me run control of creative like everybody else wants to be. But man, we need some uh change going on. We need some change. We start SmackDown off with puppets, really? Puppets. Puppets. On a Friday night prime time. Puppets. Like, oh gosh. But I seen some guys in a comment in a wrestling group, some guys saying, you guys complaining about puppets on Monday Night Raw. What about the drones that been used on AEW? I mean, well, at least it's a drone, though. Like, it's 2020 now, man. Like, come on. But, of course, like Bully Ray said, the E stands for entertainment. Yeah, we get that, though. But the prime purpose is wrestling. And we know what wrestling is and what it's supposed to be. I understand we just fans. But come on, damn it. Come on, man. But oh yeah, man. AEW Double or Nothing is going to be coming on this coming weekend. Actually, it will be airing tonight. Tonight, live on pay-per-view. I seen a photo of AEW setup, sort of, in the Jacksonville Jaguars football stadium. And with just the ring in there, man, it's going to be something else. It's really going to be something else. These guys are going to be battling it out in an empty football stadium, double or nothing, in a circle versus the Elite. That's going to be the show stiller, man. That's going to be the show stiller. For you guys out there, who you think is going to walk away with that 5-star match here at AEW Double or Nothing? What you guys think, man? Real big pay-per-view coming out tonight. You guys, man, we always talk about, our top 10, our top 20, and Booker T always talking about his top Fave 5, his Fave 5. Well, I want to hear you guys, Fave 5 top superstars in wrestling today. Not just WWE, not just WWE, just, everybody in general. From WWE to AEW, if they NXT, who's your top 5? We can arguably, go back and forth with that. Who's your top 5 superstars, in wrestling today? And I'm going to say, man, top 5 superstars in wrestling today. Okay. Now, some people may be mad at me at this list, though, but this is my list, and you can suck it. Because if you don't want to suck it, Chris Jericho's going to put you on his list, and he's going to tell you to suck it. But, yeah. Okay, number 5, Kenny Omega. Yeah, I said it. One half of AEW's World Tag Team Champion, Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega has a bright future, no doubt. Since AEW has been around, and since Dynamite has been around, and the AEW World Heavyweight Championship has been around, we all know that Cody, runs it as Omega. It's the Bucks, but the Bucks are a tag team, and it's Hangman Adam Page that's in there, which he was the only, odd-off guy to really, get that chance before everybody else. But Kenny Omega is the guy, who's going to be, without a shadow of a doubt, a champion in AEW real soon, after he's finished, babysitting Hangman Adam Page. Number 4. Here's my number 4. Randy Orton. Yes, I know. I said it. Randy Orton, man. He's a genius, man. As you can see, man, this guy has been pulling hella promos leading into WrestleMania. Even after WrestleMania, he played mind games. He's a third generational superstar. Man, I love it. I love Randy Orton, man. He made himself a viral sensation with the RKO. Like, come on, just doesn't get no better than Randy Orton. Randy Orton. Okay, number 3. Number 3 is Adam Cole. Adam Cole, baby. Yes, I have to go with Adam Cole. And the reason why I say Adam Cole, not only he's the longest reigning NXT champion, Adam Cole, man, is just, he has a bright future. As remember back in, November, where WWE went over to Saudi Arabia, and man, they brought the NXT guys up New York for that SmackDown, and Adam Cole took over for that whole month. He was like the player of the month. If it was a player of the month, he was the player of the month in that month. So Adam Cole is number 3, man, baby. Seth Rollins is number 2. And the reason why I say Seth Rollins is number 2 is because Seth Rollins now has proved that with this new gimmick with the Monday Night Messiah, not only that he has a new music and that he has not only the opportunity, that's not even the word, he has the ability to evolve. He has that ability to change, to have the fans that, keep fans in on you. And that's a superstar. That's a superstar. That's why Seth Rollins is number 2. And number 1, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, goes with number 2 because he evolves. He keeps doing it each and every year. Every company he goes to is another person, but he does it at top-notch level. He's the GOAT, and I'm talking about Chris Jericho. Them are my fave 5 right now in today's wrestling that's killing it, that still has a big future, regardless of their age, man. So, man, yeah, that's my fave 5. What's your fave 5, man? Hit me up on Instagram, man, at yours truly _Dre90. Also, man, like the 1130 podcast on Facebook, man, and follow the 1130 podcast on Twitter at Dre on Wheels, man. Man, follow me here on Anchor, man, Spotify, Google Podcasts, man, the 1130 podcast Talk Pro Wrestling. And don't forget to subscribe to the 1130 podcast on YouTube, man. I appreciate everything you guys have done, and you guys sitting here listen to me talk pro wrestling. I love it, man. And it's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels, and I'm out.